Goods Bingo at Knights of Columbus, St. Clair Avenue on Thursday, April 25th. Doors open at 7 p.m., bingo at 7:30. Tickets are $10. If you would like to pre-purchase tickets, donate a prize, or even sponsor a player on his journey, contact Ruth at 739-8218 or ruth.godden7@hotmail.ca. Come out for a chance to win hundreds of dollars in great prizes. Thank you.
You're listening to 93.5 CHMR FM. Mon radio in stereo, baby! I'm in the frenzy.
Stop choosing that station ID, Rory.
I didn't know.
You chose it last week. We agreed not to do it again.
I know, but I didn't. Okay, for those of you who don't know how this program is run, I just pick whatever I see basically on that. That says jazz rock, so I picked that. There we go.
We've been had.
We're gonna get in trouble for that. No. Can you imagine? Aperture, it gets canceled after 2 episodes on the air. We put like a Joss Whedon over here. Tweet at Joss Whedon. I know how it feels. So today's program is ostensibly about Valve Corporation.
Yes, and the games that they've made and how they've kind of changed PC gaming, which they have. We talked a little bit about what I think I called Steam, which is listed here on Wikipedia as social distribution network. Basically, what Steam is, for those of you who don't know, it's like Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network, but for PC. So what it does is it allows people to play online, multiplayer on a network. For games like Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike, and it also allows you. I feel like this is
its primary thing.
Yeah, it also allows you to purchase video games, downloadable games. So it's kind of like the Xbox Live Arcade, where you can, and I believe that this is where Xbox Live Arcade came from. I believe they got the idea from Steam.
Yeah.
It allows you, publishers, not AAA publishers, but tiny independent or indie games, as we call them, they can create small little games like Reese, which is a game I talked about on our news, and Steam will give them a place to be able to sell and purchase them without having to go to big box stores like EB Games or Best Buy or Future Shop, where they would probably not sell very well.
And that's the thing. I think that's really the future of video game distribution. Yeah. Not just on PC, but on console. It works great. I love it. And the thing about it that people don't realize is that more than I love it, the people who make the games love it.
Yeah.
Right? Which is great. We get games cheaper, and they get a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, that is a win-win for everybody. It's a remarkable business plan. It does have competitors, but none of them are exactly significant. I know the people from EA Games will disagree with me and say, no, Uplay is significant. No, the reason Uplay is significant is because you make people download it so they can play Assassin's Creed 3 with the new video card they just got. Yeah. I'm really bitter about that I had to download Uplay, which is a software that appears to have been designed by cavemen.
Yes.
It's impossible to function.
And it's and especially on consoles, because you have to download it for you have to get Uplay for consoles. Hooray! Because Xbox Live isn't good enough.
Uplay is terrible. Get rid of it.
You can't for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which was the first one to have multiplayer. You could not find a match to save your life. It took half an hour to find a match. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. Same for now. Barware, which is owned by EA, sorry. It's to play. You also had to get it for which is one of my favorite games, Mass Effect 3, and it angered me. I was angered. Grr, this is my anger voice. And it's not very good software. Just don't use it, EA. Just stop trying. And Origins, just no.
Yeah, we can stick with Steam. It's okay.
Yeah, Steam is better.
Steam is much better. Steam I don't
even own Steam.
Has to be because Steam actually works.
Yeah, I don't even have Steam, and I think Steam is better. So
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's what Valve does. Valve is the Google of gaming in many ways.
No, that's a good. That's a very good metaphor or simile.
Because I mean, that's what Google does. I mean, there was a time when internet browsers all sucked. When you had Internet Explorer. And you had like Netscape, and stuff like that.
that's
They were all terrible. But the problem is, if you're all bad, then no one's forcing you to be better. And
Yeah.
then so Google, they had Firefox, and Firefox is not bad. I'll give Firefox that. You have Safari, which is just I don't know. Who uses Safari realistically?
Well, Apple people use Safari, don't they?
Yeah, they also use Apple stuff, so I don't really.
We're gonna have a show on Apple that's gonna get us kicked out of the air. So wait for that.
But I mean, when Google Chrome came out, it was a vastly superior browser to all other browsers, and it forced IE to be better. Now, mind you, IE is only marginally better than it was before. IE still doesn't run things properly.
No.
I don't know what IE's problem is with videos. I'll never figure it out.
No.
But that's what Google does. So now they've forced other companies to be better. And Google Fiber. Google becoming an ISP is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Because now that'll force, I don't know, there's a lot of ISPs in the States.
Like a tremendous amount.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
And
But
for every
here in-
bank, there's an ISP or something like
Yeah,
that. Like there's a
exactly, yeah.
ratio or something.
In Newfoundland, we have Alliant or Bell Alliant or whatever they want to call themselves, and
God
Rogers.
help you, and God help you with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Although I feel like, I'm not gonna say because I want to get kicked off the air in case am I allowed to say who I like better?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I like Bell better.
Yeah, so do I. And I just got fiber op, and I love it. For those of you who missed that, what sounded like a not funny joke, it wasn't a joke at all. Adam just hit the microphone, and he did that last time too.
I set a running theme,
Yeah, exactly.
a running joke as it were.
Yeah, I quite like Bell, but in the United States, I'm told they have a lot more choice.
Yeah,
In terms of what they pick. So now Google Fiber is going to come in and
crush them all.
It'd crush them all because that's what Google does, and that's exactly what Valve does.
And we like Google. Google's fun.
We do like Google.
By the way,
I
I posted on our Facebook page, but if you're looking for something cool to do, type in Atari Breakout onto Google and hit images, and you actually get to play the game, which is cool. That's cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, if you type in Atari Breakout into Google and then hit images, you can actually play a online version of Atari Breakout, which is really cool.
Yeah, I know, absolutely, yeah.
But back to Valve. So we talked about Steam, we talked about Source, we talked about the company in general, kind of a brief history. Do you want to talk about their games a little bit? Because
Yeah, let's do it.
we already talked about Half-Life a lot.
We did Half-Life. We talked
But
about
I just want to say
Counter-Strike a
one
bit.
cool thing about
Yeah, go
Half-Life. The symbol for Half-Life, I didn't realize this was Lambda. Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, you mean the Greek letter lambda?
Yeah, Lambda. And Lambda is the... hang on, I have this written down because I'm dumb and I didn't
Lambda's
remember it.
wavelength or something, isn't it?
Actually, in the Half-Life equation, Lambda is used to represent constant decay.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, yes, you're right.
which
Actually,
which a lot of people have said because in the Half-Life world, humanity is kind of decaying away or kind of being eroded away by aliens and whatnot,
and also worth noting that a lot of the Valve stuff is named after science stuff.
Yeah, like Blue Shift or
the expansion pack Blue Shift, which of course Doppler shifting for
Yeah.
you physics guys out there.
or if you watch Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, of course that wasn't necessarily Blue Shift because there's nothing physical going. Regardless, it doesn't matter. You won't be able to see it. The idea if something is moving toward you, it's blue shifted. If something's moving away, it's red shifted.
And look at this nerd over here.
I recommend taking Physics 2151, which
No
is Stellar
plugs.
Astronomy and Astrophysics. It was one of my favorite courses at MUN. It's usually taught by Chris Stevenson, who's a wonderful prof, and it's just a cool course.
I recommend political science.
Yes, Adam recommends political science. You know what? No, and you know what? I do too. I've taken 2 political science courses. At least one of them was good, and so I recommend taking Political Science 1000 as well. But back to Valve. We want to talk a little bit about their games. Let's talk a little bit more about the modern games, the Portal, the Team Fortress 2.
Yeah. You want to talk about Team Fortress 2 first?
Let's do it because I wanted to point out.
By the way, both Portal and Team Fortress 2 came out on a basically it was an apology from Valve about the delay of Half-Life Episode 2. Half-Life 2 Episode 2, sorry. So it came out in Half-Life 2 Episode 2 was released in a package called the Orange Box, which contained both Half-Life 2 episodes. Did it contain Half-Life 1? I don't think it
no.
did. No. It contained both Half-Life 2 episodes. It contained Team Fortress 2, which is one of the most popular multiplayer online shooters ever made, and it contained Portal, which, as Yahtzee describes it, is the reincarnation of Jesus. It is that good. So Team Fortress 2, the original Team Fortress game was a mod of Counter-Strike, was it?
The original Team Fortress game was a mod of